Yo, this is Ezra from the Ezranomical Podcast, and today I'll be going over the functions of the basics of Nuke. And I'll do that right about now. Alrighty, first off, let me introduce a basic green screen fellow right over here, and then a basic background of space. I'll make sure to link down the links for these two images, just in case if you feel like following this tutorial completely 100% with the images. But now we'll jump right into this with the transform node, simply by pressing T right over here. There we go. Connect this thing to this fellow right over here, and double click that thing, and then for some reason your cursor will be like somewhere way off the mark. So to bring it back is not like this. You can't just drag it like that. No, you have to hit the control button and then drag. That's just how it works, fellas. And now let me just tell you what this node, this whole transforming thing is all about. The transform node is about positioning. It's to move your selected target, to scale it, to widen it, to heighten it. It's to do a whole bunch of crazy, zany, wacky things. You can even skewer it, realign it, and a whole bunch of other things, but overall, it's just to position everything as you see fit. And for the sake of this video, I'll just leave him where he is. He good where he is. He good. He absolutely fine. It's just a good old boyo. Now then, following that, I want to move on to color. But first, let's get this annoying green screen. Let's just get rid of that thing right over here. And the way to do that, there's like a bunch of ways to do it, but I like to use this little thing called the expression node right over here. It has this little math thing right over here. Just click that, input that right over here, move that along to make a nice organized straight line. And here in the expression node, you simply have to go over here in your green values, and then you have to copy and paste the secret code. All right, fellas. Now it's a well-kept secret. It's been kept for years, thousands of years. Right over here. See it all. This code right over here, it's special, all right? Thousands have tried to attain this Mastercode, but it's just never been done until today. I'm finally revealing it. I am taking all the credit, as you can tell by my voice. But in all seriousness, you just have to input that code right over here, copy and paste that code, and then just smack that enter button, and there you go. Voila! You removed all the green from this guy. Now, I'll make sure to link the public Foundry website, but just don't forget, fellas, this is a well-kept secret, alright? If you guys share this with anyone else, say there might be a little accident, might be a little mess around the floor. Now, going on to color grading, as I originally wanted to go for. Let me put that in there. Color, my bad. It's just called grade, and color's right next to it, right there. There we go. There we go. Now with the color grading node, it's another similar function to the transform node, and the same way that the transform node is used to move, rotate, scale, skewer, and whatnot, the color grade node is used to adjust the color. However, instead of scaling, skewering, and realignments, you're just adjusting the black points, the white points, the lifts, the gains, the multiplies, the offsets, and the gammas. It's all simple right over here. Now, you can play around, see what you like. As a former student myself, I've been told you need to have an eye for these things. What makes it look good? As long as it looks good, then it's good. Like this right over here. What I just did right now, that looks okay. It looks like it could be a masterpiece in the near future. But as of right now, this is just it right over here. This is what it looks like, and I'm alright with that. Now then, moving on, there's this thing called color correction. Let me Let me type that in there. It's just called color correct right over here. And let me input that into the grade. Whoa, it's going to the ranges. Usually it's on the color correct. But here in the color correct section right over here. Now this right over here, this can act as an alternative or even a strong supplement to your grade node right over here. This node has a lot of options to play with, as you can see. So for the sake of time, I'll quickly go through some modifications just to see what does things. See that? There you go. As these words tell you, these are the effects they apply right over here. It's a more varied version of the grade node in my personal opinion. But I'll stop right there because there's like so much more to play around with. Maybe this little mid-tone, just a smidge. All right, then I'll play around with let's go with the gain right over here for the master control, which is pretty much influencing everything else over here. But let's just play around with the colors. See the colors over here? Here's our red, our greens, our blues, and our whites right over here. Here's our blue values, here's our green values, and here's our red values. All these values mixed together creates the perfect man. There you go. And there is an other color wheel option. If you press Control and click the color wheel again, this will pop up. And this is just another option to play with. You can see right over here, I'm tinting him a bit on the yellow side. I don't want the yellow. I want slightly blue to fit the background. And that looks okay. That looks alright for what we're going for. It's not going to be too amazing or sophisticated. This is not going to be perfect. This is just going to be okay. And there we go. Now then. Moving onward with the Roto node, this is going to be a separate little separate node on the side right over here. Let me almost spell that right over here. Let me put in Roto. It's just called Roto, and there's a draw right there. And then there's going to be this little background extensions. Always goes to the original plate right over here, or anything connected to the original plate. And now, Roto, fun fact, is a short word for rotoscoping. And this is used as a technique to follow the general outline or movement of your target in order to extract it from a scene. Now this is done with shape generation tools, like right over here. See that? Now, technically, there are 7 shape generating tools available here, but I just like to use the Bezier right over here. It's the most common one. And I'll just use this tool like so. Just to make a quick shape right over here. That's a little, there we go. Just a general outline of the character right over here. Just put that in, and then make sure you have these two connect. And voila, there you go. That's the shape right over there. And consequently, we also create what's called an alpha. Now, if you press the A button, you get this. There's the problem. See, now there's the problem. It's connected to the color correct. We're supposed to be doing this through the roto right over here. And there's the alpha. You can tell it's the alpha because it's completely white, separated from all this black space right over here. Now then, this isn't exactly the cleanest alpha, nor is this an alpha we should be working with right now. Instead, we're going to use another method right over here. We're going to use the Keylight node. And let me type that up in here real quick. There we go. Put my source in there. I should put my source in. There we go. So to make a stronger distinction that we're compositing this man right over here, we'll be using the Keylight node. This node allows us to pull a cleaner and more accurate alpha. And I'll show you how in just a bit. Just let me say that this node, by pulling a cleaner and more accurate alpha, we just need to go right over here at the eyedropper tool. Right over here. Click it right over here. And then after that, you just have to hit Control and then click. And let's see that here. And there he is. There, bada bing, bada boom. And you just gotta play around with the screen gain, the screen balance, all these things right over here. There we go. There we go. Now that looks like a clean gent right over there. Just had to play around with all these things right over here. Personally, I don't know all these things 100%, but just play around with it just like the way I did, and you'll get the result you'll want. That's just how you'll learn. You'll just play around with all these things right over here. These tutorials are just here to help guide you a bit. But the way you really learn is to get out there and experience everything out yourself. And moving forward, after the cleanup, we need to copy alpha node. And let me tell you, let me spin you a yarn about that. Let me first type that up right over here. Oh, it's just called the copy node. You see alphas right there, but it's just called the copy node. The B always goes for the original plate, and the A always goes to the alpha that you're trying to put in there. Now, what this node does right over here, this node essentially it just takes the alpha that we just made and applies it to the original plate that we have all the way up over here. Now, after that, immediately following that, we need to apply what's known as a premold node. Oh, give me 1 second, fellas. Oh, so hard. There we go. There we go. And let's give this some room. Give this some space. I want this to look all suffocated, like there's no air to breathe when there is. Just give it some room. Then we go over here and we view it like this. This is what it looks like without the pre-molt, and this is what it looks like with the pre-molt. See that? It cleans up this little white afterglow. Along with this, you can tell it's like the background's still like black. It's like a light black. But this pre-molt right over here basically erases all of that away. Now then, once we're done with that, let me just find my background. There it is. There it is. And now it's just simple from this point on. We just have to add an emerge node with the B this time going to the background. I'll just say that right over there. B for background, A for all this, and then we'll just view through the merge. And this is what we have, fellas. This is it, fellas. This is it. And you know what? I gotta say, hey, there we have it. An extremely basic yet finished comp. Congratulations, fellas. You've done it. You achieved ascension. And, well, now that you're all advanced level pros, thanks to this amazing professional video, I think I can comfortably rest easy knowing that I've trained a new generation of worshippers. But no, seriously, thank you for watching. First off, let me just... You want to end things off the right way. And the right way is to add in the right node right over here. See, that's how you do it. That's how you end off the video. Now you're truly professional compositors now. And in here, you just enter your file name. And always make sure to put in a .mov. Let me make an example right now. So yeah, it's going to be right over there. We'll just call this simple basics. .jpg. I know I said MOV earlier, but I forgot this is not a video. This is just a simple image. That's all it is. So all you have to do is just do that. See that? And just make sure the quality is always high as it can be to 1 right over here. And then we just render that out. Input, continuing error, sure, why not? And that should pop up in my files, which I will check gladly in a few seconds later, after I'm done with this finish up. This finish up with you guys. Now then, back to what I was saying. I think I can comfortably rest easy knowing I've trained a new generation of worshippers. Oh wait, no. But no, seriously, thank you all for watching. If you got a kick out of this, just smack that like button. Just murder it. Just make sure it doesn't go back to its family. But yeah, leave a comment if you have any thoughts, opinions, or critiques. I'll openly welcome all of them. And with that being said, this is Ezra of the Ezranomical signing off. And until next time, stay productive. Bye!